Right everyone, we're in Gorton. This is Hyde Road, and I think that there is an old police station. Built in 1892, it looks like it's an HMO now. But anyway, we're here to start our our look around Gorton. And the first place we're going is this particular church and graveyard. Now this place has got an interesting history, and it's got associations with a businessman from years gone by who was a massive employer of the area. And he's got a plaque on the side of the church. I think he helped build it off memory. We'll double check. But he's got the most magnificent grave in here. One of the most magnificent ones I've ever seen. I'm looking at it now, but I'm going to let it wait for you. Now, the other thing about this church, you've probably driven past it many times, I don't know, but it's always been covered black, and I think that must be from the years of smoke and smog, but I don't know if you can make that out there on the steeple. It's got some beautiful gargoyles on the side of it. I don't know why I don't bring my other camera. I need to sort it out really. But anyway, let's get into the church, and we're going to start with that door. Look at that. Oh my God, look, it's got like a thing down the middle. And look at this. Anyway, let's get round here, because round here is the plaque dedicated to this fella that I was just mentioning. There's a massive amount of traffic down here. It's always the bloody same. Anyway, this plaque says, in the memory of Richard Peacock, OEMP, CEMP, who died on the 3rd of March 1889. He was 68. And says below, this tablet was erected by the employees of Gorton Foundry to the memory of their late respected employer, who represented the Gorton division of East Lancashire in Parliament from its formation as a separate constituency until his death. He was made a man of sterling qualities and unostentatious friend to the poor and needy, and a generous supporter of all agencies for the social elevation of the people. Let's go and have a look at his grave, which is round here, everyone, all over it. Right, get ready for this grave, everyone. Look at that! Look at that. My eyes nearly popped out of my head when I first saw this. How beautiful is that? So on each corner, we'll have a look round it. Each corner you've got these figures, religious figures. They obviously, or maybe they represent certain things, industry, I'm not too sure. We'll have a look at what they're holding in their hand, because that sometimes can give the game away. And then all around the top there, you've got these other little figures like gargoyles that are guarding. And interestingly enough, these ones, they've all got their heads missing. Every single one of them. I hope someone hasn't knocked them off on purpose. And then, this is really interesting, everyone. Can you see there's like a coffin shaped stone inside? And then this is the text on the grave. So it says, Joseph Peacock, son of Richard and Hannah Peacock, born September 28th, 1839, died March 12th, 1875. Also, Ralph Peacock, the son, who died at Charters, Ascot, March 10th, 1928. Let's have a look round the other side. And it's got this fabulous enclosure. And I suspect, everybody, that this would be the entrance to the vault. So obviously this is just ornamental. But down in here, this is where you would have some steps that'll go down. And I suspect if it's anything like the vault for the likes of John Platt in Cheddington Cemetery, underneath here it'll be set out with maybe coffins behind glass. Oh, it'll be fabulous inside there, honestly. Be absolutely fantastic, and I'd love to get in, but of course that's never going to happen. This is the side. It's got RP on the side of that one. So let's have a look. So that fella's holding a scroll. What's this one got hold of? Nothing. Oh, let me show you. Sorry, everybody. And this is Richard, isn't it? This is the man. I can't remember now. I only read it a few minutes ago. Born April 9th, 1820, died March 3rd, 1889. So I think the RP will stand obviously for Richard. We've got another family around here as well. Oh look, the head's missing off that one there. Look everyone, the head's gone. And the same with that one. I wonder if someone's knocked it off. It's probably just eroded, hasn't it, over the years? The same as the top of the monument, look. Right, everyone, so if we take a walk down here, and I don't know what this church is called, by the way, I'll have already put it in. So I probably just didn't need to make that comment, but there you go, look at that black crow there, he's huge. Look how big he is. You know what he's been doing? He's been stamping his feet. And what they do, they stamp their feet, which prompts the worms to come to the top, and then when the worms come to the top, that's when they nab them in the beak and eat them. A lot of vandalism that's gone on, I think, here. Graves being overturned. Maybe the council have done it, maybe not, I don't know. But I wanted to show you this because there's a secret. Well, it's not really a secret. It's just the cemetery spreads right down to the back, and I think it's really interesting. So hopefully there's no strange weirdos down here. Probably not a good idea for me to walk down there, actually, everybody. I'm not going down. But what I would say is that round here are loads of hidden graves, and they're all covered under these brambles. But we're not going down there today for safety reasons, because you just don't know. And I always go with my gut feeling, everybody. If I feel cool about it, then I'll go for it. But something made me question whether I should go down there. So when I get a question like that, I just don't do it. And it's always served me well so far. But you can get a bit of an idea there, because if you look in the distance, there are... In fact, let's have a look over there. Oh, I bet that bird flies off now. This is it. Okay, let's show you this area, because this is fabulous. Look, everybody. Isn't it fantastic? Isn't it absolutely beautiful, that? Now, I can't see any steps down, and I'm not scrambling down. But I think what I will do, in the summer, next year, I'll think on to come back, and we'll do some investigating and find out who's buried down here. But I just noticed someone decided to draw in the church there. Well done. Well done. Disgusting, aren't they? Erected. Oh, it's beautiful. Look, it's got steps and everything. It actually says erected to perpetuate the memory of the members of Brookfield Church School who served in the Great War 1914-19 and also in the Second World War. And if you look there, everybody, can you see on that crest BC and S? So that would be the Brook Church and School. Right, let's get off to, look at that beautiful place there, all abandoned. I think we're going to go now to Gorton Monastery. So a little bit of history on the monastery. It's an architectural gem, and when I lived in Gorton in the 90s, me and my boyfriend at the time went in, it was abandoned, and you could just walk in the door. I mean, it was just fabulous. And I remember we went in this day through the big massive oak wooden doors, and we were faced with, even though it was empty and it was derelict and there was pigeon muck on everything, it was one of the most beautiful churches I've ever seen. But what they'd done, the kids had been in and they'd smashed the altar. So it was all in pieces. Beautiful marble altar was all in, not all of it, but there were chunks of it missing. And behind the altar, there was 2 sets of stairs, so you could actually walk up the stairs, and you could stand in the middle of the altar, elevated about 6 to 8 feet, and you could preach from there, I suppose. So it was a fantastic place. Anyway, in the I think it was in the 2000s, there was a lottery grant given, and they've basically done it all up. And I think it was opened by the Prince of Wales at the time, who's now King Charles. And it's a fabulous place, and it's a venue, and we're going to go and have a look at it anyway. I don't think for a second that we're going to be able to get inside, everyone, but we can certainly have a look at the outside. And there's a fabulous Christ on the crucifix sculpture above the front door, and I really want you to see it. So let's get down there. So this is it. So you know what, I don't actually know what's going on here, because I'm assuming someone's bought this place. Let me show it you. Isn't it beautiful? It's got a copper spire, and if you look, hope you can see it, there's like like a lookout tower. So if you went up there, you absolutely, I mean, you can see right through. I don't know if you can see the light breaking through there, but you could literally look out over the whole of Manchester. Just below that is the crucifix, or Christ on the crucifix. And then you've got a couple of saints below him. And then obviously the beautiful frontage of the monastery itself. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I forgot how nice it is. This building here at the back, this is all brand new. There was I think they've retained most of the old monastery part. We're going to go in and have a look. It says they're closed for a private event, but I'm going in. Oh, some pictures over there of the inside. We'll go and have a look. I'll try one of these gates, see if I can get in. I don't think I'll be able to. But anyway, everyone, this is Gorton Monastery. You'll be seeing information that I'm putting in, but we're going to have a look on that board anyway, because that'll tell us quite a lot. It's got a cross. So what I was just saying is, this obviously was a church, a monastery, but now it's not. Now it's doing private events. So it says here, see, this was the old part of where the monks lived. That's been demolished now. But this was Edward Pugin's version. The Church of Friar in St Francis was designed by the famous church architect Edwin Welbit Pugin for the Franciscan Recollects. It's described by the Pugin Society as the largest monastery parish church Edward designed. His artist impression shows us that he envisaged an even larger friary than was built. Gorton Lane was still mainly rural in the 1860s, surrounded by green fields and lined by popular trees. Look, these are some of the monks that lived here. And my neighbour, Stuart, was telling me he remembers when the monks were in here because he used to work at Greymere Lane. Look, everybody, I wanted to show you this. So when I went in, this crucifix was gone. But remember what I said to you about being able to stand? That cross wasn't there, it was open. Obviously that's what was there. But these here are the doorways, and you can go up around each side. How beautiful is it? And that's a picture of it today. When I went in, obviously all this furniture wasn't here, and you just had these beautiful columns, and there were literally pigeons everywhere. Oh, there you go. There you go, look. See, I told you. How beautiful is it? Let's get round here. Hey, this is good, everyone. I think we're going to skip going in the car park because I've just seen it says closed for a private event, and I don't want it to be disrespectful. You know, if it's someone's wedding or whatever, you don't really want some weirdo walking around with a camera, do you? You know, so I'm not going to do it, but I will come back another time when there's an open day and we'll go in. But did you know Manchester was the birthplace of Vimto? No. And for any of you who remember Bellevue, I just thought I'd show you that little photograph there, which looks superb. In fact, look, you can see the monastery in that picture. Anyway, hey everybody, I've got another interesting fact for you. Not interesting in a nice way, but see this estate here? This is what Gorton looks like now. All the beautiful terraced houses that used to be here. I mean, to be fair, some people did refer to them as slums, and I think they levelled them in the end of the 60s. But this area here, obviously I don't know precisely where because all the streets have changed. This is where Myra Hindley lived, and she used to worship in there apparently, in the monastery, so I was told, or so I'm led to believe. But this is where she lived. But I think it was a bit further up on the left hand side, the area. But this was her stomping ground. Vile individual she was. Right, I'm gonna go and get a butty. Look everybody, you can see Manchester in the distance. I was just thinking, we're going to take a walk around here. I want to have a look. But yeah, I was just thinking that years ago, when I lived down here in the 90s, early 90s, I was 17 when I moved on to Matthew Street. Left home at 17 like a buck. But anyway, I remember when I look back on that time now, you know what? I didn't have a pot to piss in. I didn't have any prospects. I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go in my life. Literally, I was on the dole. I can remember used to like go, I was on, I don't know, it was just like, it was hard times, but at the same time it was easy times because you didn't have anything to lose. Do you know what I mean by that? I don't know if I'm saying it in the right way. This was the old bus station. I'm sure they used to do bus repairs here. It looks like they've knocked it down now. We're having to walk down here because I want to have a look out onto Hyde Road. And then I think we'll take a walk up the back and just see what we can see. These old arches and fabulousness of it. Let's get round here. So yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, hang on. See this, is all water trickling down, dirty water, so I'm going to try and steer clear of that. This is the old bus station as well, everybody, I think. Look at that. These old units under the railway line. So yeah, as I was saying, it's sort of, you know, when you've got nothing to lose, when you've got nothing, it's easy to just fumble on through life, I think. I think when you start taking, you get older and you start taking on those responsibilities, mortgages, careers, you know. Oh, look everyone, there's Manchester. Let's have a look up here. There's not really much to look at, is there, down here, everybody? It's fairly just an industrial site, and I think we're going to make our way back. I don't know if that's the end of the video. I think I'm going to make my way up to Oldham now. I've had enough of Manchester. I'm going meeting Lou around 4, and I think it's about 1:30, 1:45 now. So might go to TK's, kill a bit of time. I need to go to my mum's as well. She's got a cold, so I'm thinking I don't know if I should go. You know what I'm like when I get my colds and then I start coughing. But anyhow, that's it for West Gorton. Let's get to Oldham. Watch these pigeons, everyone. I've just been watching them for like 5 minutes and I thought, why am I not filming? Watch them over at Co-op. Look at them, pigeons they are. think a few of them have dropped off now, flying back again. They must be knackered. A few of them have landed back on that ledge. Everybody, I'm just in Oldham with Lou and her son Connor, and we're just walking. We have had to park in this car park, which is where the sports centre used to be. But I just thought you know what I mean, a bit of a weirdo. I just thought I'd show you the wall that used to be outside the reception area. It's all being covered with ivy now, but they've left it up there. We're going to Levers for our tea. Right, everybody, so we're at Levers. We've got the beautiful Hilton Arcade there for a view. And this is all the flagging that they're doing outside the market. So I think they've got rid of the old flags up there. I'm not too sure what's going on. But we've decided to come to Levers to support the business. I've got chips. I've got chips and gravy. Connor's having sausage and chips. Sausage and chips for Connor. And Lou's got a chip and gravy muffin. But if you want to see the review, then you need to go to Lou's Life, because that's where it's going to be. But I'm telling you, it smells gorgeous.